Welcome back to Movie Recap. Today I will tell you about a comedy movie called White Chicks. As usual, just leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button as it really helps. FBI agents, the Copeland brothers, Marcus Anthony II and Kevin, try to bust a drug dealer selling their product disguised as ice cream, but they botch it when a genuine ice cream salesman shows up first. The two agents are offered a reprieve if they chauffeur the Wilson sisters, Brittany and Tiffany, a pair of rich but shallow socialite daughters of Wilson Cruise Liner's CEO Andrew Wilson, safely to a weekend-long fashion event in the Hamptons so they won't become the next victims in a string of high-profile kidnappings. But the Wilson sisters suffer minor facial scars in a car accident and refuse to be seen in public in such imperfect condition. Fearing for their jobs, Kevin scares the girls into staying at a hotel while he and Marcus disguise themselves as the men attend the event. Kevin, disguised as Brittany, and Marcus, disguised as Tiffany, acquaint themselves with the sisters' three best friends, Lisa Anderson, Karen Gugelstein, and Tori Wilson, and encounter their rivals, the Vandergeld sisters, Heather and Megan. Unbeknownst to Kevin and Marcus, the sisters are being monitored by their colleagues, Vincent Gomez and Jake Harper, and their boss, Chief Elliot Gordon, who are undercover posing as hotel staff. At the hotel, pro basketball player Latrell Spencer, who has an assistant named Tony, takes a shine to Marcus, and Kevin takes a shine to New York One News reporter, Denise Porter. At one of the Vandergeld's annual charity auction party that night, Latrell wins a dinner date with Marcus, while Kevin pretends to be Latrell to attract Denise after hearing that she likes rich men. While the real Latrell takes Marcus to the La Bella restaurant, Kevin uses Latrell's car to drive Denise to Latrell's house, where he begins to solicit information about Ted Burton, turning the tables on Warren Vandergeld, Heather and Megan's father. With Kevin becoming romantically involved with Denise and Marcus trying to reject Latrell to no avail, their combined antics put them under Gomez and Harper's suspicion. At a nightclub, after winning a dance-off against the Vandergelds, Kevin and Marcus learns from a drunken and heartbroken Karen that Warren Vandergeld is actually penniless and has been taking loans from her father, causing them both to realize that Warren is the mastermind behind the kidnappings. The next day, the real Brittany and Tiffany arrive at the hotel and find out that they are being impersonated. As they arrive in the Hamptons to reveal their clones, so do Marcus's wife, Gina, and her friend, Shawnice, having assumed that Marcus is cheating on Gina. Gomez and Harper also conclude that the Wilsons are being impersonated by two men and aim to expose them, only to inappropriately strip down the real Brittany and Tiffany in front of Gordon by accident, where Tiffany punches Harper in the face. They are subsequently suspended, and a furious Gordon fires Kevin and Marcus after he discovers the truth. Having lost both his job and possibly Gina, Marcus snaps at Kevin for his renegade ways, always dragging Marcus into trouble. Later, Kevin and Marcus discover that Warren had funneled large sums of money through his modest charity. Marcus stops Kevin from notifying Gordon, convincing him that they should personally intervene to redeem themselves, and they contact Gomez and Harper to help resolve the case. Under disguise as the Wilson sisters, they are chosen to appear in the event's final fashion show, and the Vandergelds are furious that they were kicked off the catwalk by the boss, Ivory, in favor of the Copelands, but the real Brittany and Tiffany also perform in the event. During the show, the Vandergeld sisters try to sabotage their rivals, but end up being humiliated by Karen, Lisa and Tori, who discovered them on the scaffolding above the catwalk. However, the real Brittany and Tiffany unmask Kevin and Marcus as fakes, thus causing mass confusion between the group and the audience. Warren uses the opportunity to begin the kidnapping. However, Warren incorrectly captures Marcus and Brittany, which begins a fight between the Copeland brothers and Heath and Russ, a pair of friends Warren hired to get involved with the girls and aid in the kidnappings. Warren soon captures the real sisters and explains his financial troubles to his wife, Elaine, and daughters, who are dismayed to find out that they are broke, not knowing that Denise and her cameraman are recording his confession. In the ensuing fight, Kevin is nearly shot trying to protect Denise, Latrell is shot trying to protect Marcus, and Warren is shot in the shoulder by Kevin. Marcus and Kevin successfully capture Warren while Gomez and Harper apprehend Heath and Russ. Afterward, their true identities are revealed to all, and Latrell is dismayed that Marcus is not actually white, but he does not seem to care that Marcus is actually a man. While Warren, Heath and Russ are arrested, Gordon reinstates the Copeland brothers, Gomez, and Harper. Marcus clears things with Gina. Kevin and Denise begin a relationship, and Latrell wins over the real Brittany and Tiffany. Tori, Lisa, and Karen admit they liked Brittany and Tiffany a lot more when they were Marcus and Kevin. The five agree to remain friends and go shopping on the next day together. Thanks for watching, please remember to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. You can check out my other videos here.